Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you back to another episode of Problems and Solutions podcast. Um, we have a special guest on tonight. This guy's been very influential in the music scene here in Pittsburgh. He's been behind a lot of music and a lot of things that you hear on the radio right now. I've been following him for a minute, so I knew him from being with Loud Pack, and he definitely did his thing. If you know what I'm talking about, we got Big Just in the building. He's gonna come through and give us some insight on the music game, where he came from, how he came up, and what you know what I'm saying, how he's progressing in it. And we also gonna get to that list. So without no further ado, I'm gonna bring my man's in. Good brother, good brother.
Yo, what's good,
up,
bro?
What's up with you, bro?
Just trying to live a dream, man.
I hear that. I definitely hear that, brother. I definitely hear that. For those who don't know you, could you introduce yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, it's your boy Big Just in the building. Music producer, music engineer, Pittsburgh, PA. Been doing music for about a strong 15 years.
Okay.
Hello?
Oh, I thought you froze. I thought you froze for a minute. Oh, okay.
It did sound like it would blank a little bit.
Okay.
I ain't hear nothing for a second. But yeah, and I've been on the scene recording pretty much, I'll say about 50% of the artists that's in the city. I ain't going, set the number too high.
Yeah,
but I felt like I've definitely recorded,
it might be
and produced for at least 50% of the artists that within the past, I'll say 10 years, I'll say.
Okay. What let's go to the beginning. Let's go to the beginning of Big Just. Before, you know what I'm saying, what made you get into music? What was your inspirations?
One of my biggest inspirations was my dad. He had me in and out of studios since like the age of 8 years old, 9 years old. And it's like ever since then, I've been fascinated by it. Like, it's just been a thing for me I was just so fascinated on how it all worked and how it all comes together and the whole process behind the scenes. Because a lot of people don't know, before you get to a hit song, there's a huge process that goes on behind the scenes. And that's the part of it that I was like, learning early on. And it was like just so fascinating.
So was you self-taught, or was your dad a producer? Was you
Well, actually, my dad was a producer, but he was actually, he came up in the generation before me, and he actually was using something called an ASR-10. I'm not sure if a lot of people are familiar with that, but my dad was a beast on that ASR-10. He tried to get me on it, but I came up in the Fruity Loop era, so it was like, if I can't, connect it to the FL and use it, with the FL, then I really didn't want to learn it or whatever. I was kind of, stuck on FL once I got hold of that. But yeah, my dad was a producer and everything, but it just always gave me a different feeling when I was around it. When I was in studios and stuff, I would just always have a certain feeling. Like, I felt like that's what I should be doing.
Yeah. You definitely, bro, from you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you from personal experience. You know what I'm saying? From personal experience. So let's so how from when you first started in Loud Pack, how long was that? Like, how I'm saying, was it you hit the ground rolling with it, or was it a process? You know what I'm saying, to get to where, and then could you tell me how that all intertwined, how you got with Loud Pack, and how, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that was a huge little process right there. No, I didn't just hit the ground running straight into Loud Pack. I actually started out pretty much like a solo freelance producer, and then once I started feeling my way out, formed a music label which I called Bully ENT.
Yeah, Bully.
And and then once I got the Bully ENT thing going, and I mean, it kind of make a long story short, I had the bullying T thing going, but then it kind of didn't work out the way how I wanted it to, because a lot of people, of course, know that I had an artist by the name of Asco, and he was actually turning out to be, the people's favorite. You know what I mean? So I was kind of putting my all into him, and the rest of the people that was part of the label really wasn't feeling that. So kind of fell apart, and me and Asco kind of, veer off into the Loud Pack. Now that's when we actually got into the Loud Pack situation with my man Stevie B, my man Banger. It was they had actually had a situation going, but Stevie B and Banger, that is, and they had an idea, to join forces, sort of like, like the Avengers, were like all the best superheroes form a team and they get together. Like that's kind of like the idea that they had. And, I was actually, and I'm not sure if it was, done by design. I feel like it was, but I was like, one of the first producers that they wanted to reach out to ask to join the squad. And, the rest was history from there.
Okay. So Asco. I was on Asco because I got family on the north side. So like that's how I really got down with Asco up Northview. Like, you know what I'm saying? People used to always talk about his music. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna ask people's names, you know what I'm saying, on here, but when I see you, I'll let you know, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I got on Asco. And I always thought Asco was fire, yo. I was always a fan of Asco, you know what I'm saying? Just like from what
appreciate it.
And, salute to him, you know what I'm saying? Salute. He had
True.
Maybe a couple months back, you know what I'm saying? But you got more artists than, you know what I'm saying, like Asco. Talk to me about Jimmy Wappo. What, you know what I'm saying, what you did with him.
Oh, well, to be honest with you, I really couldn't consider him an artist of mine, but I had worked with
as far as with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you had first-hand experience.
Actually, I kind of worked with Wappo early on. I did the Walking Bomb record. That was it actually turned out to be like a huge local hit, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
And the crazy part about it is that when we was recording the Walking Bomb record, I actually really didn't even care too much for that record, because there was other beats of mine that he said that he wanted to grab, that he wanted to hop on. And there was this one particular beat that he said he wanted that I couldn't wait to hear what he had to say on it or whatever. So it was like, once we got done doing that Walking Bomb record, he like, yeah, so what you think, bro? I'm like, yeah, that sounded hard, but I can't wait for you to hop on this other beat.
Yeah.
But it turns out that Walking Bomb record was it. And he knew it, though. That's the crazy part. He knew it. But that Walking Bomb record, it kind of,
what you don't think?
It kind of, well, yeah, well, what I was going to say is it was like kind of a diss record in a way. So that also kind of helped the buzz, because he had a little beef going on. I don't know if it was like a strictly rap beef or if it was like a pure street beef. I can't, really call that. But he had like some type of back and forth going on with another rapper or whatever. And I kind of think that helped the buzz of it. But yeah, I kind of worked with Wappo early on, like before the Elm Street, right before the Elm Street, actually.
Okay. When you get in the studio, because I'm saying you got an ear for music, you know what I'm saying, and I can see that when you know what I'm saying, when I come down there and you like play beats for me, you have a wide range of beats. It's not just one sound. You know what I'm saying? Like
I try.
And where do you get that at? Like I'm saying, do you hear something on the radio that inspires you to do things, or you know what I'm saying, or is it just coming just off of your top of your head, like from the shit I would say from what I got from you and what you put out? Like, is it just from the top of the head, or is it just something you hear like, oh, I can make something crazy today?
It kind of be a mixture. Of things. But a lot of the times I get a lot of influences from my brothers, from my Loud Packian brothers. And it'd be like, once I sit around them and I hear what kind of sound they've been creating lately, I'd be like, oh, you know what? I need to be on that type time too. Mm-hmm. Like I'll be over in Stevie's and I'll hear Stevie making like a club type record, and I'll be like, oh, you know what? I need to go back to my spot, be on some club shit. Or I might be over at JJR's and JJR might be on some, some hardcore trap type shit, and I might go back to my spot and be like, you know what? I might make some trap shit. You know what I mean? So I kind of mostly get my influences from being around my brothers and shit, or stalking they IG pages. Because to be honest with you, I ain't quite been around my brother Yace as often as I would like to, because everybody's lives kind of got them going in different directions at the moment. But I be stalking the shit out of Yace's IG page. Like, oh my goodness, his new beats be crazy, man. And every time I hear some shit from him, I always be like motivated to go cook up whatever type shit I hear him on. And he be on like different. He be like on Afro vibes sometimes. He be, doing like, he might step out and do like some shit for like the Spanish culture type shit. Like, man, that boy Yace be going crazy. But that's where I get most of my motivation from my brothers, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That you like. It's not that you kept it home, and the shit you coming out with keep. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they, keep it coming, bro. I'm
for sure.
Order, please, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I need to ask you this. So, when you be in the studio, and sometimes songs ain't what you think they should be. Do people take your like do when you in the studio? Will people take your insight on what something sounds like, or like how to improve the song? Like, how often do you do that?
I mean, sometimes it all depends on the artist and the kind of relationship I got with the artist. Because some artists I got a good relationship with, and they do trust my opinion and want my opinion. But then there's some artists where they don't really ask for it, and when I offer it, they kind of sometimes be like stuck in their ways per se, and I kind of just let them go. But I just let them know at the same time, just my suggestion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you this, bro. Like, how piano? That's another thing. Was that self-taught, or was you always in? You know what I'm saying? Like, you always played the piano.
Oh yeah, no, it's self-taught. It's self-taught. I'm actually like still learning, to be honest with you. I'm not real fluent with it like I would like to be, but every so often I'll get a tune in my head and I'll, go play the notes and look at the tutorial on how to play it and learn the song type situation. But I'm not really fluent where I can sit down and just play any song that come to mind. But it's definitely self-taught though.
Yeah, you definitely do your thing with that. Whatever you use is like the melody. I dig them. I dig the melody.
Appreciate it.
As you do it. You had I see you on the Facebook the other day with your nephew, and with the I don't know if you want me to. Is that you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Is it cool to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to put nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay. I wanted to speak to you like the inspiration behind that. You know what I'm saying? Like what you're doing, like how you're doing it. Because I think more people need to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like mentoring people not in street life, but business opportunities and how they should be coming about. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that a lot. And I wanted to bring that to light just because I seen you doing it. You know what I'm saying? So like if you could speak on like how you fell into that and like what inspires you to do that with the youth.
Oh, you talking about the business situation?
Yeah. With the van.
Okay. I thought you were talking about when I had him in the studio with me the other day.
Talk about all that, because I know, like before, you said like you had a school or something, like a class that you was doing.
Yeah. I was trying to get a little program going, and
just speak on all that, bro. Just speak on, you know what I'm saying? Like, just speak on all that, bro. I want to hear about it.
Yeah. A good. I'll say a good. Most of the year last year, I pretty much, me and a partner of mine, a guy by the name of Darius Owens, he likes being behind the scenes. I know if he's watching it, he'll be swole that I name dropped him. But low key, we was like working on bringing a youth program together, for kids that were into making music and want to make music and want to learn how to use the studio equipment as well and learn how to produce, engineer, pretty much anything studio related. If the kids wanted to learn it, we was trying to provide a program for them that was going to teach them how and also give them skills to pretty much go on and possibly use them, as maybe, as like another stream of income, maybe like how I've been doing it, I mean, even though it's actually been my main stream of income for the majority of the time I've been doing it. But I see a lot of guys that, use it as, a different stream of income. Like some of them have regular jobs and then they also do the studio on the side. You know what I mean? And in case, the kids that, look up to us wanted to possibly get into that, because there is kids that do look up to us that say, hey man, I would like to do that when I get older. You know what I mean? And we was going to, provide them with those skills to, pretty much just have in life, if they wanted to get into that type of thing. And we it took us a little bit of time to get the program together and get the curriculum and everything together and, come up with a solid, day by day plan on how we was going to execute the curriculum. And we finally got it up and running and everything. And once the program, was starting to, at least to us, it started to feel like it was going somewhere, we got shortstop. And I actually, excuse me, I actually had made a general post about it because there was a lot of people that was still inquiring about it and still asking how they could get their kids a part of the program and everything. But the truth of the matter is that the program had to, come to a stop for the time being because of just the differences between us and the director of the umbrella that we was under.
Yeah.
So for the time being, the program is at a standstill, but we're still working on, because pretty much me and my partner, all we are doing is working on getting our own building, so that way we can pretty much have full control over how we want the program to be ran.
You know
So
what?
right now we're in the process of pretty much working on the necessary things that's going to get us our own building. You know what I mean? We can put our name on the front of the building.
Yeah, that's what it's about, ownership, yo.
Ownership.
That's a lot of, yeah, go ahead, bro.
And pretty much my nephew is actually, well, the oldest one. He's of age to where, I be, trying to keep him in the loop of things like that, especially anything that we're doing for the youth. And pretty much I actually had him in the studio his whole life since he was a baby, pretty much, because I had built a relationship with my oldest nephew since he was a baby, since he pretty much was about a month or two old. And I've been, in his life or whatever. And then once, of course, he got a little bit older, I had him in the studio with me or whatever. So for the most part, his whole life, out of all the people that he's seen in his life, he's seen me running the studio, which is, pretty much my own business at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And yeah, and he's like pretty much he's seen me work probably a job or two. I know he probably might remember when I had worked my previous job that I was working at a couple years ago when I was driving forklifts. But for the most part, he's known me to run my own business. And one day, when we was having a mature talk, he had told me that he wanted to start his own business.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and I was actually wild by it myself, because I was pretty much asking him, did he have plans on, going to college and things like that, and what he wanted to do with himself once he graduated and all that. And like I said, he said he wanted to start a business.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That early.
That early. Yes, and it's good. It's good that he got that ambition that early, because this is the actual necessary stage to get that thing started, to when he becomes of age, he can hit the ground running with it.
Yeah, facts. That's
everything will be in motion.
Salute. And I also want to shout out you being like the best? Was it the best studio in the city?
The second best. in second place.
We're gonna make it the first, bro.
Good look.
The vibe, you know what I'm saying? The Star Wars vibe took it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
True, bro. True. Appreciate that.
Star Wars vibes took it.
Yeah, I definitely appreciated that, man. That was a big accomplishment, man, because to be honest with you, the people really showed up for that one. They really showed up for that one. As soon as I had made a post, that the nominations was active and everything, and where people can go vote, it was I was getting a huge response. There was so many people screenshotting them their voted little screen thing and sending it to me, man. It was a lot of love and support right there, man. I couldn't have did it without the people, man.
Yeah, you deserve it though, bro. Real shit.
Appreciate it.
Every last bit of it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it. It felt good to win. That fair and square. There wasn't no type of, number juicing involved or no type of foul play. It was just, pure vote.
Okay.
The people spoke.
I also seen you on what is it? Youngest under 30.
No, I ain't get there yet.
I seen you in a couple of their picks. So it wasn't like awards you won with them.
No. I was just in the building type situation.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I just I be in the building sometimes.
Hey. I mean, shit, you got me because I thought you know what I'm saying. I thought you was getting the award, bro, and you definitely deserve it. Real shit.
Oh, for sure. Appreciate it. I'm definitely I got a couple more years left. I'm trying to get on that 40 under 40.
Yeah. This is another thing I want to talk about because you, Stevie, Banger, and I forgot your other friend that you had mentioned. A lot of times, people ego breaks up a group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Having their own intentions. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you speak to like the bond that y'all got and y'all still going without like it being competition between each other? You know what I'm saying? Y'all still working. Everybody's still. Y'all still around each other. You know what I'm saying? There's no like ego with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. First of all, I would like to say, RIP, my man Big G. We actually lost one of our Loud Pack members last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually going on a year. I want to say, and please forgive me if I'm wrong, y'all. I don't want nobody jumping on me if I get it wrong, but I want to say it was like around early April, late March. We had lost Big G, and oh man, that was a hard time for us, man. That was a hard time. I definitely seen us all growing old together and looking back on these times and shit. You know what I mean? When we was old men, you know what I mean? I never thought of the day of losing one of us, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to shout out my man Big G because he was definitely one of us, man, for sure. He was definitely one of us. But yeah, man, we as Loud Packins, man, we go through the same shit that, siblings go through. We had our quarrels. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked good on the internet and it looked good, you know what I mean?
That's what's supposed to be in-house. It's supposed to be in-house. And that's I respect.
We've had our times where we, was tussling with each other and locking it up and shit and going through little arguments and shit. But we just like the brotherhood was always just strong. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, just the overall goal that we all had, you know what I mean, is what kept us, you know what I mean, on that positive vibe with it. You know what I mean? Of course, there would be times, like I said, we would have our quarrels amongst each other, but there was always that one person that would always find a way to, get us all back together and, make everybody, you know what I mean, show love and kiss and make up, as they say, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, it was like, behind the scenes, because we've had our times, trust me, we've had our times where it was.
Nothing's perfect, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that what I respect is like, it wasn't on the internet. Like,
right. Well,
I didn't.
Well, see, it's good because we kind of like when we formed Loud Pack, it was like before the whole internet thing was a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, like, you know, us learning what we was learning, there wasn't no YouTube videos for us to look at and all that.
So this
And
is
then like, you know,
all y'all self-taught?
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah. And then like when it came to, you know, promoting and shit, like the social media thing wasn't as big as it was. So we kind of like, you know, got in the game before the social media shit. So we kind of like knew how to take care of our shit behind the scenes before all that social media shit.
Okay.
So we definitely, we definitely did a good job at, you know what I mean?
I didn't know. Shit. I didn't see
Yo,
that.
we had our times where, you know, I ain't gonna say no names, but we definitely had a little fallout behind, you know what I mean? Well, look, I'm gonna just flat out say it. There was a point in time where just about everybody in the group felt like Stevie B was stealing her clients. Yeah, man. It was, but you know what? But listen, Stevie was always there, man. Stevie was always there. He was always ready to go. Like, listen, man, morning, noon, or night. I'm telling you, it was Stevie. I mean, to be honest with you, I've never really felt that way. I've always like pretty much knew how to charge that shit to the game. Like if I came to the studio and Stevie was recording somebody who I was normally recording, I mean, hey, I mean, you know, there's a reason for that. I ain't gonna get mad at it, but yeah, I want to say just about everybody fell out because they thought Stevie was stealing his clients.
We here now though. Y'all together now. Y'all better. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Yeah.
now, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up though. You know what I mean? What, Bangers in Atlanta?
Actually, Banger and Stevie's in Atlanta.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay. Because last thing I remember from Stevie is that he put out that project. That project was fire. I think maybe last year.
Which project you talking about?
He had like 5 videos to it. One, he was in the desert. Oh man.
You talking about the newest project that he just put out?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's in Atlanta. He's in Atlanta while he put that out.
Oh, okay. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
And then him and Banger had dropped that Girls tape before that.
Okay. Yeah, how long Banger been down in Atlanta?
I want to say Banger been down there for like a strong 2 years, going on 2 years now.
He doing his thing down there, yo.
He managing to survive. You know what I mean? You know, you can put Banger in any setting and he'll survive.
Yeah, that's a true hustler, though. That's a true hustler. So
true hustler. Let's
get to the meat and the bones of this podcast, my nigga. What everybody want to know about, bro, because there has been, since you've been doing it, yo, you've been doing it for like probably longer than that, but how I got kind of on it was like maybe 2-3 years ago. Have you been doing longer than that?
Yeah, I want to say I started in like 2017.
I remember. Okay. There is, every time this thing drops, it sets the internet ablaze, bro. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be mad as hell about this shit, bro. Like, instead of, you know what I'm saying, like, it's not like shutting nobody else, it's just like who you see as, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? This is what I'm paying attention to right now. Why do you people, like, are so teed off about that shit, bro? Let's just do this. First of all, what made you do it? What made you start it?
What made me initially started, actually, I was actually influenced by I don't know if people remember, but back in like the like if people familiar with like the back in the probably like the late 90s, early 2000s when East Liberty was popping, and it was like David Shoes and all that was the spots to go to. Yeah. And they had the little like the vendors outside the stores and shit selling like the t-shirts with the rappers on them and shit.
Yeah.
Well, the dudes that would be out there vending, there was this one dude that had this picture of all the New York rappers on it. And it pretty much was like it pretty much was structured the same way how I structure my collage with the rappers. It was like pretty much like ahead of each of the most famous rappers that was in the game or whatever. And for some reason that picture always like was embedded in my brain ever since I seen it back in the, you know what I mean, late 90s, early 2000s or whatever. And one day it was just on my mind one day, and I thought to myself, like, I could create something like that for Pittsburgh artists just to pretty much, you know what I mean, pay homage. Because at the time, we had recorded a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I just felt like it was something that was going to me just give back to the artists and just, you know what I mean, pay homage to the artists and shit, you know what I mean? Because if it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be no us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be no me. I can say that for sure. Because I mean, yeah, I was doing my thing with Bully and T and all that, but I feel like a lot of my reputation came from a lot of the artists that I've been producing. You know what I mean? Like, and I just felt like it was going to be a way to just, like I said, pay homage to them. You know what I mean? Like it's like my appreciation to y'all type situation.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was going to cause the type of jealousy and the type of like animosity that it was like pretty much causing towards the artists and shit.
Yeah.
Like I thought like people was going to look at it, and if they wasn't on it, if they knew somebody that was on it, they was going to be like, oh, okay, I see my man such and such is on there. But no, people was taking it the total opposite way, man.
Crazy, yo.
Crazy. It was crazy.
That's crazy. That's like, I look at it as like the Source magazine. Like, was this a Source?
Yeah.
The cover of it, like these are the, you know what I'm saying? And then you be, yo, that's my, he's fired. Why can't it, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is it like that? Did you know what I'm saying? Have you sat back and think like, why do people do that?
Well, I mean, I feel like, yeah, I sat back and thought about it. I feel like it's because of the audience that it reaches, that, you know what I mean, people feel some type of way that they ain't a part of it, or they ain't on it, or they ain't involved with it, or whatever. Like they could see the type of audience that it reached when it dropped.
Yeah. As soon as I said, I was like, I saluted it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a couple people, or all the artists on there. You no, you couldn't be, because Rude. Have you done something? Yeah, you recorded Rude. You recorded Rude with Flacco. So you know what I'm saying? I can say you recorded with Rude, but
yeah.
Artists on there, have you like individually done music with them?
No, not every artist. No.
So this is just like people are like, oh, you just, oh, I hear him. Oh, I see what he's doing. You just put it.
Yeah.
And that makes it even better because it's not biased. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's not a
right.
bias.
Right.
Like, I don't understand the backlash from yo, because you see it like, fuck that list. Fuck that list.
Right.
Like,
so the crazy part is that people think that it's biased, though. People think that I record and produce every artist that go on there, and I mean that's not the case. I mean, sure, there's some people on there that I record and produce, and the crazy part is that for as long as I've been doing them, there's actually a few artists that's out there that I have been recording and producing and ain't never even been on it, and I made like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah.
And they never not once took offense to it or felt like I was saying that their music wasn't great or none of that shit. You know what I mean? They just, you know, see the entertainment value of it.
So how do you come up with the list? Like how far in advance do you go through their work throughout the year? Or is it a yearly thing like what's my man's name that do the yearly wrap up?
Who Uncle Murder.
Yeah, is it like something like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, throughout the year, you just gather everybody's, you know what I'm saying, what they did through the year, and like, I like his shit.
Pretty much. I mean, after the very first one was pretty much, you know, the artist that was like the most talked about artist in pretty much any conversation about Pittsburgh music. Mm-hmm. But every year after that, I would always, throughout the year, be paying attention to people and on people's posts. A lot of it, to be honest with you, come from the videographers, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Like I've actually be in tune with them a lot in their pages to see, you know, what all videos they've been recording and, you know what I mean, putting out there or whatever. And trying to be in tune. Like I, for the most part, be in tune into the videographers. To be honest with you.
Yeah. There's some who I go to. You know what I'm saying? I'm just shout out Gray Cloud. Gray Cloud's doing a fucking thing, yo.
True.
Gray, you know what I'm saying? As long
True. And I want to say, I think I seen Great Cloud when he was like kind of just starting out to where he is now. Like when I met him, I want to say he was like just now getting his foot in the game for real.
Yeah.
And now he definitely didn't progress.
Day I see him like, day or two. Like it's something new from him, yo.
Yeah.
Because he,
I be tuned in.
He filmed my documentary. You know what I'm saying? He filmed my documentary for you know what I'm saying. So like I'm looking to get in touch with him again, and so we can get my next one. Shameless plug. You know what I'm saying? Like another Aftermath documentary coming up very soon. But do you? How can I put this? Who's your favorite artist in the city? Give me your top 5.
Ooh, I wasn't expecting that.
I'll give you 6. You know what I'm saying? We could do 6. And can you give me a reason why they're your top 5? You want a top 10? You know what I'm saying? Just a lot.
No, that'll be too much. Now we can keep it at 5. We can keep it at 5.
An honorary mention. I'm doing an honorary mention.
All right. Let's see. I want to say Fed to God is definitely one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Fed to God, that's my dog right there, man. That is my dog. He always been my dog. I don't know if people noticed, but I actually put Fed to God on the very, very first poster that I made with the Pittsburgh rappers on it.
Okay.
Well, the list. I hate calling it a list because technically it's a collage. You know what I mean? Like it's not a list, but yeah, low key, Fed was on the very, very first list. He was actually a part of a group called Niggas with Swag that we was producing. Damn, I forget the year. It was probably like 2013, 2014-ish. I know it was before the Dab Lord era.
Mm-hmm.
But and low key, when we was producing them, man, Fed was just always the animated one. He was always the one. Pretty much, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna put it to you plainly. He was always the one that reminded me of Asco. I'll just say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
So Fed, I always kind of fuck with Fed and shit. And let me see. I'll say my man Jizzle. I don't know if a lot of people familiar with my man Jizzle from the West Side, little young homie. Man, he trying to think what I forget what he called his group or his label. I don't know what type of situation they got going on, but this dude Jizzle, he's one of the. I feel like he's one of Pittsburgh's slept on artists, bro.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I mean, I feel like he slept on, but at the same time, he don't take it as serious as a lot of people would like him to because he actually got a nice little following, to be honest with you. So he do be putting music and shit out there, but he just ain't really up there with like the most mentioned artists, like, you know what I mean? But my man Jizzle is dope, bro. He could definitely paint that picture. Like
right.
He could definitely paint that picture. If I'm mistaken, Hardo, I want to say Hardo actually featured him on a couple of his joints.
Okay.
And vice versa. Hardo hopped on a couple of his projects, but Hardo had actually put him on a project that he put out there.
Oh, okay.
And you know the kind of notoriety Hardo got right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, Jizzle, my man Jizzle, he dope, man.
That's too.
Trying to think, bro. I'm trying to think. Who else be out there killing shit?
You know what I'm saying? You go through a lot of artists, so you see a lot of different people.
I do. To be honest with you, as crazy as it may seem, I like J Loke, man.
J Loke.
For some, you never heard of the chick J Loke?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did. I heard her name thrown around.
Yeah, for some reason, look,
Yeah,
I ain't
man.
gonna lie. For some reason, she just got that sound to me. Like she could go with like pretty much the sound of today's music. That
Yeah.
you know what I mean. That
Uh,
the younger crowd. Because to be honest with you, the music that the younger crowd listen to is what's running shit. You know
mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like the NBA Young Boy and
Yeah.
people like Fredo Bang and all these other names that I be forgetting when I be with my nephew, because I be pretty much getting some sauce from my nephew and shit like, Neff, what y'all be listening to, man?
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of feel like J Lo, she can go with today's mainstream, man. She's nice.
Yeah, I heard her name float around. Like a
Yeah,
lot of
she's nice. She's nice. She's nice. I definitely recorded and produced quite a few joints for her. Um,
So is that three? Is that or is that the honorable mention? So
that's
is that
three. That's three. You
okay?
can say three.
Okay.
Um, let me see. Who could we say? I'm trying to think, cause I ain't just I ain't just talking about people that I record. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about
Yeah, this is your
artists in general. You know what I mean?
whole opinion.
Trying to think, who else? Trying to think, cause like I ain't been really hearing too much people drop nothing lately for real.
Do you prefer singles or EPs? Then we can jump back to the list, like your top five.
I mean, I prefer like EPs. I'd rather get whole projects though. EPs. See, people done got away with this EP shit where they just putting like 5, 6 songs. Man, I'm still a fan of the whole
Yeah,
12 song project type. Like, give me 12 songs, nigga.
yeah,
Oh, shit. But
yeah.
yeah, damn. See, hmm, who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Um, trying to think.
Because I'm coming right back with some tough, some even. So yeah, once we do this, you know what I'm saying I need you to give me your Rushmore of picks for.
Um, let me see. Who else? Who else? See, this is a tough one, man. I'm trying to think who been dropping shit though, because I be seeing people put their singles and shit out. I mean, of course, uh, eh, see, and then a lot of the people that I be thinking about is, you know what I mean, like low key, my man. Now who I would say would be my honorable mention. I would say Stunner would be my honorable mention.
Stunner.
Yeah, because I'm not, to be honest with you, um, I'm not really too sure like what he been doing recently. I mean, I know he been, being a father and a family man first. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But as far as music wise, like, you know,
he was producing because I think he produced a couple tracks for Gold Guns. Are you familiar with Gold Guns?
yeah,
I've been
yeah,
like he be in the studio with Gold Guns. So like I've been seeing him behind the scenes, like in
yeah.
the.
He's more behind the scenes now. Yeah, yep. He's getting more behind the scenes now. Exactly,
I think he dropped
exactly.
videos last year. I think you know what I'm saying, but I've been seeing him more behind the scenes on the studio, like film. I think
Yep, he's definitely more behind the scenes now. He's definitely more behind the scenes.
he shot a couple of videos too. I think he got his own like video team.
Yeah, video. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, yep, yep. He do. He do. And to be honest with you, that's actually growth, though. That's actually growth. He started out as an artist, and now he's producing and on the production side, behind the scenes and shit. But
Yeah,
yeah, I would say he's my honorable mention. Uh,
salute Stunner. Salute.
salute Stunner, salute Stunner. I want to say my man. I'll say my man Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor. He's a new artist that I've been producing, and I like his sound, low key.
Rap, R&B, like what, you know what I'm saying?
He rapping, but well, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. He rapping, but he like the auto tune on his voice. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say he's an auto tune rapper, but he likes the auto tune on his voice, and he be, you know what I mean? He be definitely doing his thing. He definitely doing his thing, man. He working. He working, man.
So is that 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got one more.
I mean, now this one is the obvious, but low key, Asco will forever be in my top 5, bro.
Yeah.
Asco will always and forever.
That spot, bro. He deserves that spot.
Bro, always and forever, bro.
He deserves that spot, bro. Real shit. He deserves that spot, yo. Salute Asco, yo. Salute Asco, yo. Facts.
Yeah, bro.
Besides, like Boaz is like one of my favorite artists in the city. Like Boaz is my top. I'm number 1. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Boaz, then it's Asco. You know what I'm saying? So those is my top. Those is my top 2. Like like Boaz, I've been a fan of his since like back in the day. So anything he drops without even hearing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Bo definitely dope. He definitely used to be on his ground with that shit, man.
Yeah, he's fired.
True.
So now that we got your top 5, what is your Rushmore? And this is all eras in Pittsburgh rap. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so
4. Rushmore is 4.
So right. So I'll say P6.
Yeah. I heard him toss around a lot. I heard he's fired.
Because to be honest with you, bro, I ain't even gonna lie. Like early on in my career, like when I was just starting in the game, like them Scorching Hot CDs was actually like some of the biggest influences behind like my beats and shit back then. Like them Scorching Hot niggas was dropping that fire shit, bro. And P6 was the hardest nigga on there, bro.
You know what's crazy? When they was around, I was in the military.
Okay.
I didn't really, you know what I'm saying? I heard about them, but I never really knew, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in Norfolk, you know what I'm saying? Overseas and all that shit. So I really didn't get a chance to
experience. And it was before this internet shit, so it wasn't like you could just log on and tune in. Niggas had to physically send you the CDs where you was at.
Yeah. I always heard about Scorching Hot, but I never really got a chance to like experience the way everybody.
Oh man, yeah, bro. Them niggas, hey yo, their music was a huge influence for me, man. It was, bro. I was definitely influenced by their music, man.
But I always heard P6's name though. I always heard his name. You know what I'm saying? Like people bring it up all the time, like P6. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah, the way how he tell a story, bro, is just way too crazy.
Okay.
Way too crazy. I'll say
so we got P6. All right.
Mm-hmm.
No particular order, or is it just like is it count down from 4 to 1? Or is this no particular order?
We count from 4 to 1.
All right. Okay.
Fuck it. niggas will be politically correct. Like, oh no, it's not in no order. No, fuck it. We're gonna go from 4 to 1.
All right.
Oh. Now I would actually say S Money.
Okay.
Cause S Money, I mean, even though he ain't into the music and shit now, but he was definitely a big influence over the local scene too. Like he was actually making noise on a mainstream level too, low key. He was actually his name was buzzing and shit in the industry a little bit. before he, you know what I mean, had a situation.
I fuck with S. I'm not S. Excuse me. S Money. But like I said, around that time, I heard that song. That I'm the man.
Yeah.
That's what you know what I'm saying. But I fuck with that song. That song's hard as fuck. But like I said, with like around them time, when like you know I wasn't around. I wasn't in the city. You know what I'm saying. So like I heard about it when I would come in and out of town. I would hear that song because that song was in the club crazy.
It was, bro.
That song was in the club crazy. You know what I'm saying. When I went out, I heard it. So I'm like, oh, this is hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck is this? Like, and then I'm thinking it's some industry motherfuckers. But no,
yeah. No, he had that thing buzzing.
That shit was hard, yo. That shit was definitely hard, yo. So that's 4. Number 3.
Gotta say WAPO, man.
Okay.
WAPO definitely he definitely had his time, man.
Yeah, he definitely did.
He had his time. He had his time, man. He had his time, bro. I mean, that name is just self-explanatory.
Yeah, because I've heard people from out of like my man, he's from Ohio. I think they did music together though, but you know what I'm saying, he shouts them out, like you know what I'm saying. So his name carried across state lines. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, it does.
His name went across state lines. Young Ty, that was his name. Young Ty. You know what I'm saying? They did music together, I believe, and he always shouts them out. You know what I'm saying? When I used to go up there for battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Because I fuck around with the battle rap shit too. And he used to come to shows and he would always, you know what I'm saying, even online, on the internet, he would, you know what I'm saying, be shouting them out. You know what I'm saying? Like he definitely carried across state lines. So that I'm not even mad at that. You know? Not that I'm mad at it, but you know what I'm saying, just that's in there. You know what I'm saying? That's cemented.
True, bro. And then of course, the number 1, my man Asco, man.
And I'm not mad at that either, yo. I'm not mad.
Listen. There was a period in time where people would come in the studio and would ask for beats, and then when I would play them beats, they would be like, "Nah, man, I want some of that shit that you be producing for Asco. Like, give me that shit you be giving Asco." And then 2, there was also a point in time where when people would book studio time, they would request him to be there for features. Like, yeah, bro, I'm trying to come through tomorrow and book like a 5-hour session. You think you can have Asco come through and drop a verse on something for me? Like, I'm telling you, like, pretty much a lot of the artists around the city, man. Like, a lot of them. I ain't even gonna name the names. There's too many names to name. But everybody know when Loud Pack was going through, when we was going through our golden era, when we was like producing pretty much anything that you heard in the clubs back when, like, I want to say, like, what was it, like, what was that shit called? Mosaic and what was the other club that was popping? It was Mosaic, shit like damn, I can't think of the names, but them clubs was popping.
In the strip?
And, yeah, all them clubs that was in the strip.
All right. Was it Chrome?
Crowbar. It was Crowbar.
Yeah.
Back when them clubs was popping, pretty much all the music that you heard was us. It was Loud Pack, like, and pretty much a lot. I'm telling you, 90% of them artists was like, "Yo, can you get Asco to come through? Could you get Asco to be there? Hey, you trying to make sure Asco is there tomorrow?" Like, I'm telling you, man, he had a big influence over a lot of the hip hop, man.
I ain't even gonna stunt. I ain't even gonna stunt because I'm one of them people. Him and Slade supposed to do a song together, so I can't know, like, yo, I need one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I ain't gonna stunt. I've done that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Flacco was supposed to. You know what I mean? In the future, we'll get it done. You know what I'm saying? But
oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I could admit to that. I did that too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's Boaz and, you know what I'm saying, Asco to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit. Real shit. And that's what's up, bro. I respect that list. You know what I mean? I respect that list. There's some heavy hitters on there. And I'm not mad at any name you said. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? So This is another thing I want to ask you. How do you feel about the state of Pittsburgh hip hop? You know what I'm saying? Like, and do you think Pittsburgh has a sound?
Well, to be honest with you, no, I don't feel like Pittsburgh has a sound.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it, but
Bad thing.
huh?
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a bad thing.
Okay, all right.
It's a bad thing because, I mean, I hate to say it, but a lot of times, a lot of the artists pretty much are like riding other waves that's popular at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to be honest with you, for a great part of my career, I've been actually, since I produced and record these artists, I'm riding the wave with them pretty much. So it's like, honestly, I've been riding the wave with the artists for so long, I really couldn't even tell you what Pittsburgh sound is. And that sound crazy.
Mm.
But it's like, when the Chicago sound was popular, everybody wanted the Chicago type beats. Everybody wanted to bang bang and do all the Chief Keef shit when he was running the shit. And then, once I guess drill music came around, you know, everybody wanted to be on that drill sound. And then, the Detroit sound got real popular where a lot of the Detroit artists is popping and all that. And, like the Icewear Vizos and the Babyface Rays and Sada Babies and all that. And it's like, a lot of the artists wanted to ride that wave for a little bit. Like, so it's like, honestly, bro, I just feel like we spend too much time riding other waves that we think is going to get us there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because like I said, since I record and produce them, I'm riding the wave with them.
Yeah.
I hate to say it.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're, you gotta give the customer what they want, though.
Right.
So,
right.
Really
exactly.
Wave?
Exactly.
Are you really riding the wave, or is it's just, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? This is what they want.
If you ask me, this is what they want. But putting it how I put it, I just, at the same time, feel like, like I said, I'm riding the wave with them since I'm the one producing this shit. But at the same time, the majority of it is me giving the customer what they want.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think the game need? The Pittsburgh.
Now that's a good question.
You know what I'm saying, just your opinion. Like, what do you think that this Pittsburgh sound? Like, obvious their own sound,
right?
But what would be your advice? You know what I'm saying, like, to somebody, because you seen, you've had success, and I'm not talking about local success. You've had like reach. You know what I'm saying, with with your music. You know what I mean. So you have your opinion is valid. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
To me, your
Appreciate
opinion,
that.
You know what I'm saying? So what would you say, like, what would you tell an artist? Let's put like that. What, like, say an artist came in your studio. I'm trying to get on, you know what I'm saying? Could you teach me the steps? What is your response?
I mean, well, I would start with having them, build a relationship with an engineer or a producer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like a lot of it, and I hate to say it, but I feel like a lot of it come from the whole YouTube thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I mean, generally speaking, if more artists would, build relationships with producers and like work with producers to try to create, a sound that might help.
I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Real shit. Because that's my mission. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't. I don't know. It's like you're always starting over when you go to different places. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go here, you got some fire. then you gotta go here and he gotta learn about how you like your ad libs. Now knowing that, you know what I'm saying, on this song, you like, you know what I'm saying, your vocals need to be this point. You know what I'm saying? Like sticking with one guy, he already knows when you walk in there, or he likes this. He likes this. You know what I'm saying? Like you already got the cake made. All he's doing is coming in and just adding the eggs. You know what I'm saying? You already know the sound around it. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that wholeheartedly, bro. Wholeheartedly.
For sure.
Real shit. You know what I'm saying? I think business too. Because I don't think enough people know the business side to reap the rewards of what they're doing. I think more people are interested in the views instead of getting, you know what I'm saying, knowing that you can get paid behind them views. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like I think the music the business side, I think that's another thing. And like you said, like your own lane. Your own lane, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your lane gotta be met, you know what I mean? I wanna end this off with you shouting out where they can find you at. You know what I'm saying? Like how they can get in touch with you. Because I'm definitely about to be in touch with you, you know what I'm saying, as soon as we get off here, I gotta line something up with you to finish this this EP that, you know what I'm saying, that Big Just produced for me. Slay Gang Flacco. Like the whole thing's produced by Big Just. So Slay Gang Flacco, be on the lookout for that. It's coming out soon. Where can they find you at? Like, you know what I'm saying?
They can find me on Facebook under my regular name, Justin Wilkerson.
Mm-hmm.
And they can find me on Google, Spaceship Studio PGH.
No doubt.
All the information is on there, the links, you know what I mean? Email, reach out to me by phone, you know what I mean? The info was on there.
Are you on Instagram too?
Yeah, I'm on IG, but to be honest with you, I'm rarely on there. I'm on there, but I'm not like.
You fuck with Twitter?
Nah, not at all. I ain't even gonna lie.
Okay.
But I'm on IG at Mr. Make It Happen.
Okay. Look, Google's another powerful motherfucker, so you know what I'm saying? They can get all that shit they need.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, all the links is on Google. They could, you know what I mean?
Okay, no doubt, bro. Bro, I thank you for coming on, bro. This has been an informative, you know what I'm saying, conversation. You know what I'm saying? I always like to go back and forth with you to pick your brain, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a plethora of knowledge. And I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? So I thank you for coming on, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, everybody follow him on IG. He's a big part of Pittsburgh sound right now. If you don't know, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know about the Loud Pack, I don't know where you've been. You must have been in the basement in the cage somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, you're gonna hear from just I don't know how people can't get around knowing, you know what I'm saying, who y'all is, yo.
For sure.
And salute to all y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like all y'all's fucking crazy, yo.
Appreciate it, bro.
Crazy, you know what I'm saying? So thank you for coming on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm be hitting you up. Because like I said, I want to finish what we was doing, you know what I'm saying, to get this EP out. So I thank you for coming on, bro. Salute and
appreciate you for having me, bro.
No doubt, bro. I thank y'all for tuning in for another episode of Problems and Solutions podcast. Got my dog on here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we got a project coming out, an EP with Slay Gang Flacco, produced by just Big Just. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for that. MoyesLifestyles.com. Go subscribe. Go subscribe to Moyes Lifestyles Media on YouTube. It will be dropping on. This interview right here will be on YouTube. So go check that out. And like I said, I thank y'all for coming on. I thank y'all for joining. I thank y'all for watching. Molasses and MoyesLifestyles.com. Check it out.